Is it really just about the money? Is that the only reason you got into real estate? Or is there more? Hey there, it's Kevin Ward, the founder of Yes Masters Real Estate Success Training, helping you get more yeses and more successes in your business and in your life. And today I'm going to talk to you about something that I don't normally talk about on my YouTube videos, and that is what's out there beyond real estate. I want to talk to you about life. I want to talk to you about having a life where you are winning in all areas of your life. And so over the last several years, I've developed what I call the 7 domains. And this is a framework of not just making money in real estate, because I've done that and I know what it's like to be able to make money in real estate, to become a top producer, and then to burn it all down. And what I really wanted was just to win. I wanted to be winning in all areas of my life. And I'm like, what is it? And we talked about having work-life balance, and I realized there's no way to have work-life balance because it's all life. Because everything that you do at work bleeds over and affects what goes on in the rest of your life. And everything that's going on in the other part of your life, does it not bleed over and affect your business? If you have a blowout fight with your spouse at home, or one of your kids gets in trouble, or all of a sudden you find out that you've got something wrong with your body that's going to put you in the hospital or have to have a major surgery, does your life, does that not affect your business? And vice versa? And the obvious answer is yes. And so I've worked out this framework that I've been training for years on, called the 7 domains of life, that I want to just share with you on this video. The 7 domains of life. All of these are integrated. It's not just work-life balance. It's all about integration, because it's all life. And so the first part we'll talk about here, I'm going to make this a little bigger here, is the domain of finance. And finance is basically your money domain. Got to make money. Money's a part of your life. Most important part of life? Nope, but it sure does help when you have plenty of it. The second part is here in the center, and it's what we call your focus. And your focus is, what are you primarily focused on in your life these days? It is your primary focus, like your career. Napoleon Hill called it your definite major purpose. Some people call it your big why. And so for most of you, what you're doing full time is you're selling real estate. That means it's your main focus in life. A new mother, her primary focus is going to be raising her baby. Whether that becomes her focus as an entire raising time for her kids, or if it's just part of it, but at any point where this is my major focus in life for a long period of time, that becomes your focus. Another domain up here at the top is what we call your feelings. And your feelings domain is your emotions. Nobody wants to talk about your emotions, but my friend, one of the most powerful things in your life that affects everything that you do every single day is your emotions. Whether your emotions that you're walking into the real estate office, you're walking into business, and if your emotion that is driving you is fear or uncertainty or doubt or guilt, or if it's confidence and joy, that matters. This domain over here is what we call your fitness. Your fitness domain is your body. It's how you take care of yourself. It's the way you move your body, the way you keep your body healthy, the way you fuel your body. Because this body is the vehicle, and it's the only vehicle you will ever have to be able to achieve your goals and fulfill on the dreams that you have in your life. This domain over here is what we call your family and friends domain. This is your relationships. It's the people in your life that matter the most to you. And again, the thing about these domains is what happens in one domain affects all the other domains. Over here is the domain of fun. Okay, I know in this drawing I made it a little bigger than the other ones, but that's just the way it worked out. But it's just having fun. That every one of us, every single one of us, need times in our life, we just need to have fun. We need to laugh. We need to play. It recharges our batteries so that we can function in all the other 7 domains. And here at the bottom, last but certainly not least, is your dimension or the domain of faith. And that is what you believe. This is not necessarily religious, but it's what do you believe? It's your moral compass. It's your values of what you believe about right and wrong, and about power, and about the universe, about God, about people. It's what do you believe, and living in alignment with your beliefs and with your faith. Now, as you look at this, you just think about this whole picture of the 7 domains of your life. What bothers me is when people talk about this idea of work-life balance, is we have this idea that it's work over here and it's life over here, and they hang in this balance, and I need work over here and life over here, and I need to keep them balanced. And the problem is that when something's not going to work good in work, it affects your life. And almost everything that matters outside of money for most people is over here in the life category, and there's no way to really balance it. What I'm talking about with the 7 domains is what we call life integration, that all of it affects everything else. Then when things are not going well in your financial domain, it affects your feelings. It affects your fun. It affects your marriage. It affects your relationships. When you're not living in a way that's congruent with your faith and you do something that violates your own conscience, it affects your feelings and affects the way you show up. If your fitness is not great, if something happens to your health, it affects your ability to produce. If you have a fight with your spouse, you show up at work on your focus and your finance, does it not affect the way you do it? So here's what I want you just to think about. As you watch this and as you ponder this whole concept of living what we call a 7-dimensional life, of what would it look like for you to be winning in every single area of your life, to be living in a way that's congruent with all 7 domains, that they all work together. And the cool thing is that what I can do in one domain a lot of times actually is multifaceted because it fits in many domains. I'll just give you one example. I love playing golf. When I'm playing golf, I get several benefits from it. 1, I get my fun. 2, I get my fitness because it's exercise for me. And because it makes me feel great, it's a great way for me to relieve stress. I look at golf, I consider it to be my therapy. So for me, one activity gives me fun, fitness, and feelings, and it feeds all that. And sometimes if I play with friends, then it's actually one activity in 4 domains. Now, most of you that watch this are real estate agents. So if your focus is being a full-time real estate agent, what you are doing in your focus domain right here, in your focus domain, what does it do? It feeds your finance domain. And if it's a part of what you believe you're adding a value to people and helping other people, it also can become a part of your faith domain. I feel great when I help people, so it does that, and I have fun doing it. So literally, when you are dialed in the things in life that you're passionate about, the things that are what you might consider your calling or your big why, the one thing that you do sometimes, the more of your domains that it can affect at one time that it affects positively, the more powerful and the better it is. And when things are going well in one domain, then it affects all the other domains. On the other hand, what happens to a lot of people is a lot of people live what I call a 1-dimensional life or a 2-dimensional life, which means they got it going on in 1 or 2 domains, but that's it. Like somebody can be really crushing it in their business. They're really crushing their focus and finance domain. It's like making money, but their family's falling apart. Their kids don't like them. They're missing all their kids' soccer games. Their spouse is mad at them all the time. They're stressed to the hilt. Their fitness is beginning to deteriorate because they're working so often. They're eating fast food, and it all matters. Everything affects everything else. So my question is, what would winning in all areas of your life look like for you? And what if every day or every week you just took some time to sit down and look at all the different areas of your life and go like, okay, am I winning in my fitness domain? And what changes could I make right now that would help me win here so that I can win more in all the other 7 domains? What about my fun domain? Am I actually taking the time to do something that recharges my batteries to just let me have fun? Am I taking care of my marriage? Am I taking care of my relationships with my family and my friends? Or is that falling apart and I'm so busy diverting into other things? Sometimes people get caught up in their fitness and they get really heavy in their fitness and they're like, yeah! And other parts of their life just fall apart. Because what happens is if something isn't working in one of the domains, we tend to want to just avoid it, ignore it, and bury ourselves in another area of our life. And all of that at the end just burns it to the ground. What matters is being able to integrate it all, to pay attention to your entire life, that I can create a life where I am winning in all areas of my life, and so can you. So what do you see here that you have questions about? Post them in the comments. I'd like to hear your thoughts on this. If you like it, give the video a thumbs up. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel. If you want great real estate training videos, they're right here at Yes Masters page. Play to win and always expect yes and win in all areas of your life.